Today, I have my first female guest on, and it
These
just
days
had
I
to be
don't
Phlow.
worry. Been patient,
Oh, what's
been waiting.
good?
They gon'
Yeah.
know soon not a
What's up,
liquor.
Phlow? Like,
Who's winning?
I
Who's
know,
major?
like,
Long time.
I've seen you, I've seen you in the studio. I've seen you
Yeah.
do stuff. I've seen you on joints. You know, um, my very first question is, this is easy, man. Who is your competition right now?
Jeez, man. Anyone who's killing in hip hop is my competition. I think that's the easiest way to say it because I know you're expecting me to place my competition as other females doing this, but I tend to look at it more like anyone who's doing dope in my genre
Is competition.
is competition.
Okay.
That's the best thing. Yeah.
Because the reason why I asked is more or less like there's a scarcity, if I'm going to use that word. There's a scarcity of um representation wise.
Mm,
You get, there's a scarcity of female artists in the hip hop genre and the hip hop scene in
yeah.
Nigeria right now. What do you think the problem is?
You know what? It's tricky. I don't think it narrows down to just hip hop. I think in
Mm,
general, how many female artists are considered the top female artists? Like,
mm,
it's tricky. It's a tricky thing, and I feel like there are so many factors to this. I'm just going to say, females in general tend to give love to what returns said love.
yeah.
I think maybe that's the easiest way to put it.
Okay.
It's not easy being a female Nigerian artist in general. It's not customary, it's not traditional. I mean, people are getting like used to it now, especially in hip hop. They're getting used to it, but like it or not, it's not considered the norm. When you hear this person is a rapper, you just assume it's a dude. It's like second nature for a dude to be into this type of thing. So for the scarcity, I don't know, man. There are people there, I know females that are rapping their hearts out and just trying to sort of like pop their heads out of the bubble. We're there, but at the end, we still need encouragement to stay there.
Stay there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. And from you,
Mm.
I can see, like, from your music, from your brand, from it, you have this from the outside kind of thing where you're not you don't conform to any stereotype as a female artist, as a hip hop artist. Like, you just do your thing, because most people expect that, you know females are supposed to be represented by, that assembly line of, like, high heels and this, and they're
Yeah.
supposed to rap in a certain way and rap about a certain. But you are totally, completely, like, just doing your thing. So as far as, acceptance, from because from your brand, the way you branded yourself, and you've more or less not conformed, how has the acceptance been?
Um, I feel like there's if you're trying to get into music and you don't go in knowing who you are or knowing what you want to portray, it can be pretty tricky. Trying to fit into someone else's box is not the best look. Because I feel like the industry can be very, very weird. It's kind of unpredictable. Imagine trying to be someone you're not and pretty much almost fooling yourself just to fit into someone's perception, and then it doesn't work. You don't get the streams, you don't get
Yeah.
the numbers. What's the point? So for me, I just felt like I had to come in being as much as me as I can be. So I know that if some people like it and some people don't, hey, at least I know I was 100% flow in
Yeah.
this thing. So don't get me wrong, I do like heels. I wear them to church. It's not like I like being who I am. It's the best way for me to pretty much present my music in
And
its purest form.
makes sense. Makes That's brave, and I I I as far as, like, collaboration and teaming up is
Yeah.
concerned, I feel like it's much easier, and it's like, for me, like, coming up, I remember, like, when I started, like, going to the studio, recording and everything.
Yeah.
Straight Butter were like, they gave me, they gassed me up. I remember, like,
Mm,
they made me record tracks. They made me, like, the tech will send me beats, XY, all of them.
yeah.
So what's the relationship between Flow and Straight Butter?
Man, straight butter is a huge factor. They're pretty much the reason why I am where I am today in terms of music. Like you said, It's a very, very awesome team. And they've produced about 4 of my projects so far, especially Texzilla. I mean, I got into music writing in my room and recording in my laptop, but I started taking it professionally in 2016 when I met Texzilla at an open mic. So he pretty much pushed me, gave me the beats, got me in the studio. We started recording songs. One song led to 6 songs, and Mind, Body, and Flow was made in 2016, my first project. From that project, I shot my first video. Because in all honesty, I didn't think I love music, yeah, but underneath, I'm a very, very shy person. And if you had asked me if I was ever going to shoot a video in this life, I'd be like, nah, bruh. Because I can't even watch my videos up till now. It just kind of feels weird. But like you said, they gassed me up. I mean, RQ recorded, I think, 3 of my videos. They sparked collaborations. So I still work with Straight Butter. They're an awesome, awesome factor. Like a production company to Flow at the moment.
Okay, shout out to Straight Butter, the whole collective, man. Um, okay, I came across Flow Fridays,
Yeah.
and of course, I know like we all made plans for 2020, but Corona kind of like give us that curveball. So, what are you still going on with Flow Fridays? How often should we expect to get material from that, and then when are we going to get the Flow album?
Okay, like you said, 2020 has been very weird. I honestly was supposed to drop a project towards the end of 2019. So even though for most people, life got skewed in January 2020, mine got skewed in like October 2019. So it's been like, whoa, it's been a whirlwind. And I dropped a project in May called Marmalade, which so far so good. It's pretty interesting. But then for Flow Fridays, it's something I've been doing on and off for like, I think over a year now. So usually, especially from the start, I'd drop random free verses. I'd write on said Friday, like Friday morning. I'd write, record, put the subtitles and everything, and post on
On
that
that same
Friday.
day?
On that same
Wow.
day, I used to try and do it that same day, or at least Thursday night. So I was doing it almost every Friday. But Corona has a way of just doing things. Yeah. So at the moment, it's about like it's by monthly. So every 2 Fridays, could be any of said 2 Fridays of the month, there will be a verse from Flow on my Instagram.
Mad, mad, mad. Okay. So I just this last one is not a question. I really admire your tenacity. I admire the
Thank you.
fact that you're not letting things discourage you from
Mm.
because trust me, a lot of people are looking at you, looking at what you're doing, trying to get inspired. Is this going to work? Because
Mm.
as far as female MCs are concerned, there isn't really a lot of like there isn't really that much of a blueprint to look at. So I know from conversations that I've had that a lot
Yeah.
of people are looking up to you like, we want to do it because she's
Wow.
doing it and she's pulling it off. So for that, thank you to Flow, thank you to Straight Butter
Thank
and
you.
everybody, the
Yeah.
fans, everybody. So
That's huge. That's huge for me to even like be this person because I distinctly remember looking up to female MCs back then and being like, yo, if they can do this. So to think that that's me now is
yeah,
where
that's you now.
yeah.
That's you now. So thanks so much for coming through to Gbedu Hip Hop
Thank you.
Sessions.